How to take back control in your relationships. Listen to me carefully, my friend. Do you want to hear the truth everyone fears? The truth people shy away from confronting? Women aren't looking for a man who chases them like crazy. They're looking for a man who forces them to pursue him. They want that man whose presence commands respect without uttering a word. The moment you start chasing her, you've handed her the key to your weakness. When you feel like you've put yourself at her feet, the spark of attraction immediately extinguishes. But if you reverse the game and prove to her that you don't play by her rules, you'll see how she'll come back to you with eager steps, as if she can't live without you. Today, I'll reveal the secret. I'll teach you how to regain control and how to make her fight to be a part of your life. We've all been deceived by the great illusion that excessive giving is the path to love, but the painful truth is, the more you pursue, the more she pulls away. Answer me honestly. How many times have you seen men spending lavishly on dates, sending endless messages, and buying expensive gifts, only for the woman to leave them? This is because the more you give her more than she deserves, the less valuable you become in her eyes. Think about it. When was the last time you felt an overwhelming desire for something you didn't put any effort into? The chase is what gives things their value. And in the same way, when you stop chasing her, you become that goal, that irresistible challenge. Now is your chance. It's time to completely turn the tables and make her put in the effort for you. Let's begin and unveil the secrets of the game. But before that, just a moment, my friends. I've noticed that many of you watch the video until the end without interacting, either by leaving a comment or liking the video. So please, if you liked the content or found it useful, don't hesitate to hit the like button and write an encouraging comment. Now, let's begin, guys. Step 1. Understanding why she's pulling away. First and foremost, you must understand why she's pulling away. Have you ever felt like the woman you care about suddenly started to distance herself? As if the warmth of the relationship began to fade, and you were the only one making an effort to keep it burning. Let me tell you the truth many are afraid to face. This isn't a coincidence, nor is it just a fleeting whim. Women don't pull away without reason. Everything revolves around the power dynamic. When a woman feels she has absolute control over the relationship, the spark dies out. It's not her fault, it's part of a woman's nature. If you feel that you're always available, rushing to meet her desires and replying to her messages in the blink of an eye, you are handing her the key to losing your value in her eyes. The harsh truth. People don't appreciate things they get easily. If she knows you're always there for her, she'll start taking you for granted and stop valuing you. And when she feels she no longer needs to make any effort to get your attention, she starts to withdraw. But why does she do that? She's testing you. Yes, women constantly test men, often unconsciously. These tests might be subtle, like a sudden withdrawal, acting cold, or even deliberate neglect. She seeks to know how much control she has over you. And if you chase her, flood her phone with messages, or try to appease her in any way, you're telling her that you're at her mercy, and that she holds the reins of the relationship. Unfortunately, this is what kills attraction. Imagine this scenario. You've been dating for a few months, and everything's going well. Then suddenly she starts replying to your messages hours later instead of minutes. At first you ignore it, but over time, it becomes clear she's pulling away. Your instinct will push you to fix things, perhaps with a heartfelt message or a romantic gesture. But here's the problem. The moment you give her that validation she's seeking, you lose more of your value. The solution isn't to superficially fix things, but to completely change the power dynamic. Now let's unveil the secrets that will restore balance and turn the game in your favor. Step 2. Mastering the art of emotional detachment. Now that you understand why she started pulling away, it's time to activate the most powerful weapon in your arsenal, emotional detachment. Have you ever felt like you're holding sand in your fingers, and the tighter you grip it, the faster it slips away? That's exactly what happens when you chase her or try to regain her attention excessively. If you want to turn the tables, you must possess the most powerful weapon a man can use, emotional detachment. Emotional detachment isn't just a tactic, it's the turning point that makes her realize your worth. When you emotionally withdraw, you create space that makes her feel your absence and begin to wonder what she's lost. The moment you stop worrying excessively and caring too much, her mind will start working against her, and she'll find herself thinking about you more than you ever imagined. This isn't about stubbornness or playing games, it's about reclaiming your power. Most men fall into the trap because they fear reducing their interest, believing they'll lose her forever. But the surprising truth is that the exact opposite happens. When you stop pursuing her, when you stop replying to her messages or reacting to her every move, you become that hard-to-get man again, the man she wants to obtain. Imagine this. When was the last time you desperately wanted something just because it seemed out of reach? That's the feeling she'll start to have when she realizes you're no longer as available as you once were. Act as if her withdrawal means nothing to you. No messages, no calls, not even a glance at her Instagram stories. Simply vanish from her life. Why? Because your absence will be the loudest voice. In your silence, she'll hear 1,000 questions circulating in her mind. Did I make a mistake? Did he find someone else? Has he completely moved on from me? In today's world, where everyone can know the details of others' lives with a touch of a button, emotional detachment becomes the strongest weapon. When you don't interact with her posts, when you ignore her updates, you leave a void that she cannot ignore. A void that forces her to think about you and feel that she has lost something invaluable. Step 3. Avoiding common mistakes most men make during this period. Imagine this scene. You're waiting for her call, anticipating a message from her, but what you face is a heavy silence that feels like an empty void. Your heart starts pounding, and your first instinct tempts you to do something, anything to reconnect with her. But wait a minute. If you make any wrong move now, the result will be catastrophic. Most men fall into this trap. When they face silence, they panic and start taking steps they believe will fix things, but in reality, they make them worse. They send a text message to check in, leave a comment on her Instagram photo, or ask mutual friends about her. These moves seem small and insignificant, but they actually give her power and weaken your position. The cold hard truth, that simple message or comment is enough to completely destroy your plan. Why? Because as soon as you communicate with her, you prove that you're still thinking about her, and that she still controls the dynamic. This is exactly what she's waiting for. She's playing the hunting game, and you're the prey. What happens here is that she gets her dose of attention and validation without making any effort to earn it. She feels desired and wanted, all without taking responsibility for any step to restore your relationship. If you want to regain control, you must completely ignore all her attempts to provoke you. No likes, no comments, no direct messages. Make her wonder why you haven't noticed her picture. Let her live in the void of absence until she feels your absence and starts thinking about you. The power now is not in what you say or do, but in the silence you impose on her. Your silence will become a loud voice echoing in her mind, and the more she wanders, the more influential and attractive you become. Step 4. Entering the no-contact period. And now we come to one of the most effective strategies, the no-contact rule. Here you enter a state of complete silence. No text messages, no calls, no checking her status or posts. You simply disappear completely from her life. And this is what turns the equation in her mind upside down. The no-contact rule isn't just a strategy, it's psychological warfare. Women are used to men who can't stand silence, and who rush to chase and reopen communication channels in any way. But when you do none of that, you break this unwritten rule, and completely destabilize her sense of control. Suddenly, she is no longer the controlling party in the relationship, you are. She begins to wonder, what happened? Did he lose interest? Is he seeing someone else? And this fear of losing you makes her lose her mind. For 30 days, you must be a ghost. Don't text her, don't call her, and don't interact with her in any way, even with a simple message like, "How are you?" Trust me, this will be the hardest stage. Most men can't bear the idea of complete silence. They start thinking, what if she met someone other? But the truth, the longer you remain silent, the more she will miss you. In today's world, where constant communication is the norm and people are used to text messages and social media interactions, your going dark creates a void that cannot be ignored. When she can't see what you're doing, or who you're with, or where you're going, that void begins to creep into her mind. And that void is what makes her realize what she's lost. She'll start thinking and wondering, and eventually that curiosity will turn into action. She'll reach out to you, and the game will start working in your favor. Step 5. How to stay focused during the no-contact period. In the world of relationships, there's a dark chapter that many men go through. A long period of silence where all messages disappear and doubts settle in the heart. But what many don't understand is that this moment isn't a time for waiting or worrying, but a moment of self-reconstruction, a time to become the person who cannot be ignored or resisted. The biggest mistake most men make during the no contact rule is sitting in a state of waiting. They start focusing on when her next message will arrive, spending hours monitoring their phones, and losing hope with every passing second. But the truth is, this is not what you should be focusing on. The no contact rule isn't just for you to disappear. It's a golden opportunity to improve yourself. Your time now is your own time to achieve the highest levels of success. Go to the gym, spend your time developing your business, learn new skills. Don't sit around waiting for her to come back. Instead, make her want to come back to you after you've become the man she can't resist. When she finally comes back to you, you don't want to be the same person she pulled away from. You want to be a completely new version of yourself, stronger, more successful, and more confident. The goal isn't just to attract her, but to elevate your life to a new level so that you become the prize. Look at some of the greatest men in the world. Many of them reached their peak after going through tough challenges, whether it was loss, failure, or even a breakup. They used the pain as a catalyst to become better and stronger. And this is your chance to turn your pain into an engine that brings you back stronger than you were before. When she discovers that she's starting to see the change in you, and that you've built a life bigger and better than before, she'll be the one who wants to be a part of it. Step 6. Use your broken heart as fuel to move forward. In moments of pain and loss, the true metal of men is forged. These are the moments that determine whether you will crumble or rise. Separation, despite its harshness, holds a power within it that you may not realize now, but you will feel it in every step you take forward. A breakup is painful, there's no denying that, but it's also the most powerful fuel you can put in the engine of your life. Every time you feel an intense urge to send her a message, or every time you feel the sting of rejection in your heart, you must turn that pain into motivation to become better. Most men waste this opportunity and drown in self-pity, but this is the moment when you must turn pain into a weapon. A breakup isn't a moment of weakness, but a new beginning. A beginning to be the man no one can resist. When you go through a broken heart, you have two choices. Either let the pain destroy your life, or turn it into a cornerstone for building yourself. You can sit and replay every conversation, or watch her on social media wondering where you went wrong. Or you can raise your head and use that pain to become stronger to build your life better than it was before. Trust me, when she sees that she's finally come back to you, she'll see what you've made of your broken heart, and she'll regret that she ever pulled away in the first place. The moment you feel an intense urge to communicate, or when the pain intensifies, remember that this is the crucial point. This is the moment when many men break down, but you are not like them. You are here to build yourself up and become stronger. Use the pain as fuel to achieve your greatest successes. Go to the gym, work harder, develop every aspect of your life. The real revenge is not to get her back, but to become the man she regrets losing. And in the end, women always come back. It might take weeks, months, or even years, but they eventually return, especially when they see how you've evolved. But the goal isn't to make her regret leaving you, even if she does. The goal is to become so valuable that her actions and opinions no longer have the power to affect you. When you transform your pain into positive energy, you don't just get her back, you win life. Some of the greatest men in history have experienced loss and failure, but they used it as motivation to achieve greatness. Now the opportunity is in your hands. Don't let the pain defeat you. Let it lead you to success. While others waste their time in self-pity or trying to escape, you can be the one who uses every moment to improve your life. Every moment you waste crying over what you've lost is a moment you can use to become stronger. Instead of thinking about her, think about what you can do today to get yourself one step closer to your goal. Step 7. Building inner emotional strength. In a world full of emotional fluctuations and daily pressures, the man who can control his emotions becomes the most powerful. But do you know the secret to success in relationships? It's not just about what you do, but what you can withstand without breaking down. Building emotional strength isn't just an option, it's your only weapon to stay on top. This step isn't just about getting her back or winning, it's a journey toward building a strong emotional character that makes it impossible for anyone, whether a woman or otherwise, to control or influence you. You must become emotionally unbreakable, steadfast in your identity as a man, because the stronger you become emotionally, the less you need external validation, and the more attractive you become to women and those around you. Emotional strength is the foundation of every successful relationship, and it's the backbone of any success in life. Without it, you'll always be susceptible to the influences of others. whether they're opinions or actions. In the absence of emotional strength, every reaction or withdrawal on her part might seem like a personal attack on you. But when you become emotionally strong, you rise above these matters. You become the man who doesn't allow anyone to define his feelings or direct his reactions. This is the secret to maintaining your attractiveness in the long term. Women are naturally attracted to men who control their emotions, who are not easily shaken, and who remain steadfast even in the darkest circumstances. You must start practicing emotional detachment in all aspects of your life. This doesn't mean you don't care, but that you've stopped reacting to everything. Don't let her mood swings, her silence, or even her withdrawal affect your emotional state. Stay grounded, and when you do, something greater happens. You become the rock she can rely on. You become the man who doesn't waver in the face of challenges, and that's what makes you irresistible. Think about the most successful men in the world. They don't get rattled by the smallest obstacles. They remain calm under pressure, and that's the secret to their success. The same applies to relationships. When she tests you or withdraws or becomes emotional, you remain steadfast. Don't react emotionally, because you know your worth doesn't come from her approval, but from within you. The next time you feel like she's pulled away or started testing you, don't respond. Don't bother her with messages or attempts to fix things. Instead, stay calm and focus on improving yourself, and let her feel that her actions don't affect you. This is the gap that distinguishes between men who succeed in their relationships and those who fail. Emotional strength is your shield, and once you master it, no woman will ever be able to control you. Step 8. The moment she starts missing you. You've stopped giving her attention. You've stopped valuing her. When you withdraw, she will start to miss you because you are no longer available. In a world where everyone is constantly connected, your absence will be the most eloquent message you can send. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. When you're always there, always available, you don't give her the chance to miss you. But when you go silent, when you step back from her life, she starts to feel that void, and this is the moment she starts to miss you. Women, especially in today's world, are surrounded by attention from all directions. Likes on social media, text messages from men, comments and praise from everyone. But all that becomes noise. When you go silent, you cut through this noise. She starts to think, why isn't he texting me? Why isn't he liking my pictures? What's going on? This silence creates mystery, and mystery creates attraction. Imagine this scenario. You're the man who always interacts with her Instagram posts, likes her pictures, comments on her stories. You might think you're showing interest, but in her eyes, you're just another guy trying to get her attention. But when you stop interacting, when you don't like her latest photos or comment on her posts, she will notice. Think about this. The longer you delay giving attention, the more valuable that attention becomes in her eyes. Perhaps she posts a picture of herself with her friends and looks like she's having fun, and she was used to your messages. It seems like a fun moment, but this time, you don't respond. You don't follow her story, and you don't like her posts. In her mind, she'll start to wonder, did I lose him? Is he starting to see someone else? Doubts will consume her, and the longer she doesn't hear from you, the more her desire to miss you grows. If she tries to get your attention by posting provocative pictures or indirect messages on social media, stay calm. Do not interact. Let her feel that you are out of reach. Your lack of response will make her pursue you, and she'll think about you more than ever. In the era of constant connection, silence becomes golden. When she realizes she can't get your attention as easily as before, she'll be the one chasing you, trying to figure out what's changed. Remember, the secret is to flip the script. In a world where everyone is connected, you stand out because you're the person who doesn't react. When you stop appearing in notifications, you become an unignorable absence. And this silence is the most powerful tool in your arsenal to make her miss you. Step 9. What to do when she contacts you. And my brother, after a long time and a harsh silence between you two, she's now reached out to you. But will you allow yourself to be swept away by the emotions of the moment? This is your moment to prove to her that you've changed, that you're no longer the man who chased after her every word. This is your chance to regain control. When she finally contacts you, remember that the goal isn't to run after her again, but to show her that you've moved past excessive emotion and that your life is going great whether she's in it or not. A quick and overly enthusiastic response isn't in your favor here. On the contrary, an emotional and impulsive reply will make you appear to her as if you're still under her spell. Did she send you a short message like, "Hey, how are you?" don't rush to reply. Take your time. Wait a few hours or even a full day. When you respond, keep it simple and unemotional. I've been good, busy with some projects. How about you? These short sentences don't contain any excess emotion, just simple facts. And notice how you won't show excessive interest but simply convey that you're moving forward with your life. But what you do in these crucial moments is to completely turn the game in your favor. As soon as you delay your response, she'll start to wonder, did I make a mistake? Why doesn't he care about me like he used to? This anxiety, this curiosity, is exactly what you want her to feel. However, there's a big risk: returning to old habits. Don't fall into the trap of quickly reverting to the past, even if she seems interested again. Remember, this isn't just an opportunity to restore the relationship, but to reset the dynamic between you two. Give her space to work to earn your attention. Respond when necessary, but don't let her think you're still the center of your life. If she suggests meeting, don't rush to agree. Instead, stay calm and cautiously say, I might have a lot of work this week, but we'll see. This is how you prove to her that you no longer consider her a priority in your life. You show her that you have your own life, and that she's no longer the pivot of everything. Ultimately, remember that women are attracted to men who know what they want in life, and who are not affected by any obstacle. When you show her that you're not always available and won't abandon everything for her, you're sending a powerful message. I have my own life, and you only deserve to be a part of it if you can earn your place in it. Step 10 and final, resetting boundaries and strong dynamics. When she comes back to you, don't let things go back to how they were before. You can't return to the same situation where she held the power. This time, things are different, and you must be completely clear with her. If she wants to be a part of your life, she needs to respect your boundaries. You shouldn't go back to her as if nothing happened. You must show her that the situation has completely changed, and that you're no longer the man who followed her every move. You must be the person who puts himself first, and lets everyone know that his time is precious. The deal here is clear. If she wants to come back, she has to earn her place in your life again. Don't give her the same access she had before. If you had made her a priority in your life before, those days are over. She has to prove to you that she values your time and respects your new boundaries. These boundaries should be clear, but calm. Don't be aggressive or defensive, but simply tell her that things have changed, and if she wants to be in your life, she has to accept the new dynamic. Let her feel that her past behavior will no longer be tolerated. You are not the man she pulled away from. You have evolved, and if she wants to be with you, she has to rise to your level. When she contacts you, don't rush to reply immediately or engage in long conversations. Keep initial interactions light and controlled. If she suggests meeting, tell her you're busy and that you'll get back to her when you find time. This way, you set new rules and show her that your time is valuable, and she can't expect you to be available immediately. The key here is consistency. Boundaries only work if you maintain them. If she tries to test you again by pulling back or playing games, you must be firm. She needs to know that if she crosses the line, you are ready to leave without hesitation. No more second chances. This is about respect, and if she can't give you that, she's not worth your time or attention. She needs to see that you've become the man who doesn't tolerate manipulation or games. By clearly defining these boundaries, you not only earn her respect, but also ensure that the strong dynamic remains balanced. If she wants to be in your life, she has to work for it. The goal here isn't to get her back, but to transform into the man who doesn't need to chase her. You are the prize. You are in control now. By focusing on your personal growth, setting boundaries, and mastering your emotional strength, the game has completely changed. She will come back because you've become a challenge, a man she can't easily control. But the real power isn't in making her return, but in becoming the man who can move forward if she doesn't rise to his level. This journey isn't just about fixing a broken relationship, it's about fixing yourself. And when you do that, when you put in the effort and elevate your life, not only will you be the one she wants, but you'll have options, and that's what makes you unstoppable. You are no longer the man who begs for her approval, but the man who commands respect with ease. She will notice, and everyone around you will notice, and when she returns on her knees, it won't matter if you accept her or not, because you've become the man who controls his own destiny. Now it's time to act. This isn't just a video you watch and then forget, it's a call to action. If you're serious about taking back control of your life, start now. Don't sit and wait for the same old patterns to dominate your relationships. It's time to become the high-value man you were always meant to be. If you're ready to turn your pain into power, To stop chasing and start living life on your terms, hit that subscribe button now. This channel is where you'll find the tools, the mindset, and the strategies that will elevate every aspect of your life. Like this video if you've benefited from at least one piece of advice, and share it with someone else stuck in the same cycle. Don't wait for change. Create it. The first step to becoming the man who commands respect and attention begins here.